have to count, I don't think, individually. We do have a quorum. So the first thing on the agenda is Mr. Borst, so I will let you come on up, Chuck.
Okay. I have 4 hours. Is that right? Okay. I usually do a presentation in July about quality, and so I thought I'd do that a little bit here today. What makes Westminster unique? There's so many things. Several of those things is our community, right? All of you and our associates and being extraordinary together. We have a mission statement, enriching lives through inspired experiences. A lot of focus that we have on creating those inspired experiences every day. Our vision, we are dedicated to providing a nurturing, purposeful, connected, and abundant life for all we serve. And who do we serve? Everyone, right? Yes, residents and associates alike. Our core values, resident-centered always. That's been a long-standing core value of ours since I came to work here. A big change for Westminster. Community operation with inclusion and integrity, people first, dedicated and engaged associates, absolutely. Financial stewardship, innovative and nurturing culture, and environmentally conscious. We provide hospitality and first-class services in a secure, warm, and inviting community. We provide premier health care that promotes and encourages independence, physical, social, spiritual, intellectual growth, while treating everyone with dignity and respect. We communicate well and often. We communicate well, maybe not so often, or maybe it's well and often. We find unique ways to bring joy to our residents and associates. I think that's true. Ruth's standing back there in the back. She does a lot of that. We consider the impact of our actions. We consider the impact of our actions on the world, and we do our best to make the world a better place. We seek and adopt innovative solutions. We act honestly with ourselves and others. We had a recent strategic planning with the board, and we added this as a guiding principle, and I agree with this wholeheartedly. We continuously learn and improve based on resident, family, and associate feedback. Everybody agree with those? A lot of you talk to me about hospitality. Our hospitality is great. The customer service is great. A big part of that is a program we call Extraordinary Impressions. It's our hospitality promises. There are 10. We greet you warmly by name and with a smile. We treat everyone with courteous respect. Even if you're in the healthcare center and you had to go to the bathroom 7 times today, we're going to be enthusiastic and to treat you with courteous respect. We anticipate your needs and act accordingly. We listen and respond enthusiastically in a timely manner. We hold ourselves and one another accountable. We make you feel important. We embrace and value our differences. We ask, is there anything else I can do for you? We maintain high levels of professionalism both in conduct and appearance at all times. We pay attention to the details. You believe that? Yes. So we also have a list of safety promises that we try to teach to all of our associates. And these safety promises are good for you too, actually. I promise not to take shortcuts in my job duties that could lead to injuries. One of the things about Westminster and our staffing and our safety culture is Westminster is one of the safest communities in the country for its associates and also for the residents. I promise to always think about safety before I complete a task. I promise to always use the necessary equipment for my job, meaning we don't stand on desk chairs to change a light bulb. We get a ladder, right? We do it right. I promise to always be aware of my surroundings. If I see a banana peel on the floor, I'm not going to step on it. Right? I promise to always use proper lifting techniques, which is what? Not lifting with your back, right? Lift with your legs. I promise to make sure my coworkers work safely. So if Ruth sees me doing something unsafe, what's she going to do? Chuck, don't do that, right? Yes, she will, won't you, Ruth? Absolutely. I promise that if I do not know how to perform a task safely, I will ask. That seems like common sense, doesn't it? I promise to communicate potential hazards to my supervisor immediately. So if we see an unsafe sidewalk or something, we want to report those things. I promise to communicate if we see water coming through the ceiling, we want to communicate those things. It happens on occasion, especially when you're taking the roof off. I promise to communicate potential hazards to my supervisor immediately. I promise I will contribute to a safer transportation environment for myself, my colleagues, and our community. Meaning, if it says 5 miles an hour, how fast are you supposed to go? I like 3, that sounds awesome. So there's also a list of person-centered promises, person-centered care, which ours is branded Westminster Cares. And this is the essence of who we are as a community, and one of the things that we are trying to teach the rest of the state of Texas to be more like. Max Sherman can swear to that, he's seen it. Centered around resident-empowered services. No matter what level of care you're in, we're centered around empowering you. Voices drive improvement. We will continuously learn and improve based on resident feedback. Relationships before tasks. We will provide meaningful relationships over task-driven interactions. Safety and with dignity and freedom. We will provide safe environments that still allow reasonable risk and personal freedom. Families are partners. We will collaborate with families as valued care partners. Purpose matters at every age. We will support independence, dignity, and purposeful living. Every person is known. We will honor each resident's life story, preferences, and goals every single day. Choice shapes daily lives. We will provide residents with choice and control over their daily lives. Listening comes first. We will listen first and act with respect and empathy. Care is a shared decision. We will partner with residents in decisions about their care and services. People over procedures. We will adapt our care to the person, not force the person to adapt to the system. It's not always like that in the hospital, is it? So we're teaching folks this. So all of these things, all of these programs help establish our quality. And because of these things working together and the residents and the associates working together, we achieve extraordinary quality every day. This is a family member that left a testimonial for us. My 83-year-old mother spent 37 days here healing after breaking her pelvis and arm in a fall. The quality of care, therapy, and environment were exactly what anyone would have wanted for their loved ones, their mom. Thank you. And she rehabbed successfully and went back home, living independently today. That's helping in our healthcare center every day. So we've had 5-star quality rating. This is done by CMS. This is our 17th year of having that star rating. That means we're top 10% in the state of Texas. And having 17 years of 5-star quality ratings, is there anybody else in Texas that's had that? Nope. We're the only one. So this is too small to read, right, Mrs. Kinningberg? Yeah. But this is straight from the CMS website. I just wanted to show you that our quality measures are always best in the state. We're doing really well. You can see all of the measures highlighted in yellow are beating the measures for the state and also for the United States. One of the measures I think is so impressive is the activity of our residents, and that folks, when they leave us, are more rehab, have better quality measures than when they came to us. And that happens about 96% of the time, which is extraordinary. Also, our readmission to hospitals. This one shows antipsychotic medication. What percentage of new residents receive new antipsychotic medications at Westminster? 0. And it's not like that everywhere. Our readmission rate to the hospital is less than 0.21 days per 1,000. And you can see the state and national average are almost 10 times that. So all of this to say, our quality measure rating, short-term stay, long-term stay, are all 5s. Just out of curiosity, I thought you might want to know how many meals a month we're preparing. almost 32,000. And they're pretty good meals too. Financial strength. So I've done this slide last quarter, and they were all green last time. They're not all green right now. So the two red ones there, you can see that we're missing the operating ratio by about 3%. And what's happening for us compared to budget, we have more life care residents in our healthcare center today than we planned on, and also more life care residents in our assisted living and memory support. So it's upsetting our operating ratio just a little bit. Still positive, just not as positive as we hoped it would be. Our net operating margin's 5.67%. The CCAC median, so how we get judged is 5.77. Not too far off, not too bad. I don't really think it deserves a red, but this is the way that it comes out on the dashboard. It's more of a yellow to me. You can see days cash on hand, 891. The CCAC median is 291. That's pretty extraordinary. Yes, Westminster is one of the best quality operating CCRCs in the country, and also one of the most financially stable CCRCs in the country. And I heard a little bit of a rumor, I heard a little bit of rumors that some of you might be worried about your entrance fee refunds. If we go out and buy a piece of property like the one down the street, your entrance fees are going to be fine, folks. This is strength. This is assurance that no matter what we do, your entrance fees are protected, okay? We did buy a piece of property, I'll show you that in a minute, but your entrance fees will be fine. I will tell you that this 891 days will dip once that payment is cleared, and then we report those numbers, which I'll do next quarter. Thank you all for participating in Westminster's American Spirit Week. Don't forget that there'll be raffle tickets drawing at the Chuck Chat at the end of this month, July the 22nd, which is coming up, isn't it? Time flies. Some great pictures, some really good American spirit, some good looking people out there. I like the hat. Not everybody could pull that off, but you did pretty well. Yes, you did. Me in a bucket hat's almost, not one of us can pull that off. Lots of spirit amongst the associates as well. I love Rosie the Riveter there. That's a good look. Lots of flags, lots of patriotism. So everybody seen this stuff? This is what's coming. What's it going to look like? It's going to look like this. If we do everything right, it should look like that. This is the Laurel Dining Room, the cocktail lounge. It's coming. This is the Laurel Dining Room. When? Get off my back. No, I've got that in here. Give me a minute. So just 5-week look ahead, you'll notice that most of these dates are showing early August, right? So millwork, so that's the cabinetry. All of those cabinets and countertops are supposed to be installed by the 18th. Sinks and faucets, touch-up and finish work, 20th. Install balcony doors, that'll be occurring. Kid roofing, install skylight, you probably have seen that. Somebody asked me the other day, is that a big light? No, it's not a big light. It's a skylight, which will let light through the roof into the area below, but it's not a light, aiming up into the sky to bring attention to us. We would not do that. Not unless it's our 60th anniversary or something like that, which is coming up. Installing doors, installing tile, VCT, and the carpeted flooring. So lots of activity occurring in the Laurel Dining Room. A-Wing, they're installing bathroom accent tile, which we received, also installing cabinets and vanities. Setting bathroom fixtures, installing bathroom accessories, installing ceilings and door frames. West Courtyard, installing irrigation, handrails, veneer caps, dog walk. We will also be tearing up that, I call it the cottage cheese sidewalk, and installing some common sense, sturdy, concrete, brush finish sidewalk. Because the city came to its senses, and they love us. They love seniors, so they're letting us do that. Preston Main Courtyard, so we're putting in a lot of the sidewalks, the patio work, the conduit, the irrigation, the bollards are continuing. Conservatory, so the roof decking is going to be going up, Nelson studs, roof slab, fireproofing, track installation, continue. Theater, bathrooms, connecting corridor, wall layout, plumbing, paving, slabs. All of the slabs have been poured for the theater now. And yes, it is inclined towards the stage and towards the monitor, so that's good. Structural steel on the amenity area will start to come up. Paving, plumbing, fireproofing, demolition activities continue. Yes, we are getting a bowling alley at some point. And if you could look at it, I'll take pictures of it. But it is coming, it's real. Real side bowling balls and real size pins. It's gonna be fantastic. When is this gonna be over? Late August? Laurel Dining Room? Activity Center should be about the same time. Preston Lobby, so if you notice, we're wrapping around that core elevator, and it's becoming round. That should be finished in October 26th this year. West Courtyard Rain Garden is finished. Yes, that's as good as it gets, folks. I don't think it's a rain garden either. The city of Austin does. Conservatory. Notice most of these finish out February of 27. We think that's probably going to be mid-February. So the conservatory, first, second, and third floor, you'll be able to walk out that door, across the corridor, onto the deck of the conservatory. Windsor expansion, so all of that area underneath where it used to be parking is the Windsor expansion. That'll be finished February 27 as well. The main courtyard, so the Preston main courtyard, about 2/3 of that courtyard will be turned over to us in October of this year. They'll keep the third that's surrounding the conservatory as they continue to do work, but they will build a construction fence between that area and the area that we're going to receive. Let's see, Jackson Avenue courtyard should be finished November of this year, so that's the cafe courtyard. South courtyard, we call it the west courtyard, should also be finished November 26th. The group fitness is the last thing, so when the day spa is built, the salon that's currently there moves to the new day spa, and then we tear down that salon. It becomes part of the fitness studio. So we'll move fitness activities up here temporarily. Here's some pictures. See, it's coming along, right? Yeah. Faith. This is the amenity area, and this is a new corridor that wraps around. We call it the Main Street corridor. This is a picture of the property down the street. I've always wanted to own a church. Now, actually, the board thinks I get a little too preachy sometimes, and they thought I needed another pulpit, so, you know. This is the property. It's about 3 acres. It's about a half a mile from us. What are we going to do with it? If you operated this business and you had 300 people on a wait list, what would you do with it? Okay. So there you go. Is the best yet to come? Who knows? Lots of awards and accomplishments this year. Not that we care, but it's kind of cool. I'm not going to go through them all. Our online reputation, which I think is, we have a great online reputation. If you check us out online, we're like 5 stars. We're 4.9. So I appreciate you all and your great reviews. When we talked about Life Care Services has a signature achievement program, and that is the hospitality program that we have, Extraordinary Impressions, Heartfelt Connections, which is our memory support program, and then our health and wellness program. are all measured by Life Care Services, and we happen to be the best in the country, which is pretty cool. Thank you all for supporting Alzheimer's Texas fundraising. Appreciate all the support. It is a cause that's very close to all of us. We see its effects every day. I've had personal family experience with it, as many of you have. We really do appreciate the efforts that everybody's making. And, you know, I'm really proud of Alzheimer's Texas and that they're investing in the state of Texas and doing research right here, and it's really making a difference. So over the years, I've seen it grow tremendously. So appreciate that. Yes, we're doing a Shrimp and Ain't Easy party. I'm not sure what this means. Sounds like a lot of great shrimp, but it's for charity. It's on July the 24th, $15 donation or more a plate. It sounds fascinating, and I'm supposed to help them cook, so, you know, I'll do my best. I'm sure it'll be good. That's on July the 24th. August the 21st, Westminster's Dog Show again. So that's always a popular event. We'll have the silent auction September the 18th, and our goal is $67,000 this year, and we're about halfway there. Yes, the rumor is true. We bought a classic car. And so, do I have time for this? I do. So, it's our 60th anniversary next year, right? It's our Diamond Jubilee. And I wanted to get a classic car from the 1960s, ideally 1967, and that's what Pearl is. The associates named Pearl. I wanted to call her Dottie. But the associates named her Pearl, and her color is pearl white, so that works out just fine. Why a convertible? So, she's a convertible because when I started on this path for resident-centered care, person-centered care, it all started with a convertible. And it sounds kind of silly, but I went to this community and they had a terrible activities program, I thought. 3-4 activities a day, just not very happy. But I asked the residents about it, and you know, they were like, oh, it's okay, you know, we do fine. And so I asked the question, I didn't think so. So I asked the question, I said, you know, well, if there's something in your life that you've wanted to experience and haven't had the opportunity to, what would that be? Or if there's a place you wanted to visit that you haven't had the opportunity to, what does that look like? And this gentleman chimed in and he said, you know, this sounds kind of silly, but I have never ridden in a convertible, and I've always wanted to. And so we rented a convertible and took him on rides around the neighborhood in the convertible. And he had a great time. And the residents in the healthcare center, the nursing home part, they also got to go for rides around the community, and they loved it too. And it started the whole conversation about what kind of activities do you really want to have? What activities can we bring to you? And so the next thing, this happened here at Westminster, a lady said, I'd like to go to Italy. I can't take you to Italy, but I can bring Italy to you. And one of our residents in independent living had just gotten back from a trip to Italy and had taken some great pictures. We put those together in a slideshow. We programmed Italian music, Italian themed meals, and we built a whole day around what she wanted to experience, and everybody else got to enjoy it too. And that started this tremendous push for activities. And then Ruth took that and ran with it, and she does so many thousands of activities a year. And all of this started with that silly little conversation about a convertible, okay? And so that's kind of what resonated with me. I saw her, thought this would be great for us. We'll introduce her in October. We're going to have a car show here and invite some folks, and it'll be neat. We'll take some rides around town, be in the parade, all those kinds of things. I'm going to close with happy 104th to Mrs. Bomball. She treated me. If you see her around, let her know. She just celebrated this past weekend. So, and that's all I have. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's a lot of information. We still got a little bit more to go. I am going to recognize guests. The only one that I see so far is Diana Donato. She's on our board of directors. Diana, you want to stand up? Oh, I didn't see you. Diana Williams is here too, right in front of me. I took my glasses off to see the paper. Great, thank you for coming and supporting us in our meeting. If you'll all look on your second page of the handout, there's a list of those who left us this last quarter, and we're going to take a moment to remember them. Thank you for that. I know we often say that's one of the hard things about living here, but we do remember them and we honor them, so thank you for doing that with me. On the back of that piece of paper are all the new residents that are here, and we have a bunch and more coming. So if you are a new resident, will you stand, please? Welcome. Now I'm going to ask Laura Mendenhall to come forward with the minutes.
You have the minutes from the last quarter, which was in April. And I truly do appreciate any additions or corrections that you would like to make. If you have any now, I'll receive them. Hearing none, I move that these minutes be accepted.
Okay, thank you. And now Ron Turner, will you come up and present the financials?
Good afternoon. On the last two pages, you'll see the first one that says Statement of Financial Position as of June 30th. We have $121,786 in the bank. 91,000 of that is in CDs. Approximately 3.5 to 3.7 something on the CDs. The section below that is how it's allocated to various funds, like the restricted funds versus our operating funds. Thank you, Andy, Bernie, and Jack, for your help in thinking about how to present these. I sure appreciate it this past 6 months. If you'll flip that page over, WRA Statement of Activity for the last 6 months, this is a summation of all the both restricted and operating funds that go through our accounts. We've started receiving, even before Leon and Fern get busy, we've already received $1,800 in resident appreciation fund contributions. Investment income this past 6 months is $901. Hidden treasurer sales is $7,853. Fundraising from the Viva La Fiesta is a net of $13,361. And then we've given out $15,700 in grants. The largest is the scholarship ACC, and I think Julie has that item on our agenda further. Thanks to the Hidden Treasurer team led by Gail and Nancy and 6 other people who are there that Friday at the end of the month, all the time. The first fundraising team of Francis Woodruck and Wynn exceeded what they were what they were budgeted to do. What a great job they did, wow. And then Diane and Terry will pick up the torch later and bring more success. It's so great to be on this board of trustees or the executive committee, and thoughtful comments, supportive comments, all of them thinking about the good of Westminster Manor and the residents here. If you ever have questions in between these quarterly meetings, give me a call or send me an email. I'd be delighted to talk to you, especially new people that may not quite understand how this all fits together. Move approval of the financial statement.
All right. With the minutes either, so all in favor? Aye. Thank you. And then also, all in favor of approving the minutes as presented? Okay, great, thanks. Now, old business, one thing that I've been asked to remind everyone, I know you've been reminded a zillion times, and yet, we don't always remember to wear our fobs. Don't look at me, I forgot mine too. So, the fob, the E button, it's really, really, really important. We've seen it in use, all of us have, in just recent days when it's important to do. Sue Gillum and her team, they're in the back with little chains of beads and not beads and all kinds of different things for you to hang the fobs on. So feel free to go back there. She's sitting back there patiently waiting for you to pick out a new string to hold your E button is what I'm calling it. I keep saying it's a fob, and it's not a fob. It won't get you into anything. It'll just get somebody to you. So that is old business, but we're probably going to talk about it every time. This next item is kind of new and kind of old. For all of you who've been here a long time, you know that we've forever had a dress code. And for those of you who are new, are finding that out and may or may not think it's what you like. And we want to hear from everybody before the WRA brings something to you to approve. So we are studying the issue. We thought we had some suggestion boxes in all the mail rooms, but nobody had the keys, so we have brand new ones. Now they are there, but we're going to put a deadline of August 20th. It says August 15th on your agenda, but that's only tomorrow or Wednesday. So we're going to make it August 20th. Oh, exactly. Not working sometimes makes things go faster. All right, August 20th, you need to have your suggestion in if it's important to you. And please give us ideas, not just complaints or nasty grams because somebody didn't wear what you wanted them to. We all know that things happen. So just tell us what you would like to see, and we will appreciate it greatly. And Laura will be checking those, and she's very diligent, so she's on it. Oh, yeah. That's true. That was her husband saying that was a true statement. Oh, yes, that's, I knew I had show and tell. And this is the card that you will use to put your suggestion on, and we have a whole pile of them up here, and there are more that will be out there around the suggestion box. They look really nice. So.
Are they anonymous?
You can put your date and name, or can decide not to, but there is a place for your name. And I know some of you came prepared to make comments today. I don't think we gathered enough information to give you what we're going to suggest, and then we can have a discussion at our next quarterly meeting when we vote, so. Please, please, I know it's hard to remember, we've got star cards and food and beverage cards and suggestion cards, but it's important for us to get your feedback because we've got a lot of people here. Next, this is some old business and some new business, but I've asked Cynthia to come up and talk about the ACC scholarship and where we are right now today with that endowed scholarship.
My name is Cynthia Leach. I've lived in the Windsor since September of 2015, and I'm the liaison between the Westminster Residents Association and the Austin Community College Foundation. Recognizing that education is a key to success in life, your Westminster Residents Association established an endowed scholarship at the Austin Community College Foundation in December of 2021 with $15,000. At that time, in consultation with Executive Director Chuck Borst, it was decided that the scholarships would go to students in the fields of culinary arts and healthcare, including LVNs and medical technicians, both areas being extremely important to the residents of Westminster. By the way, Westminster is the only senior living facility in the Austin area to have such a scholarship at ACC. Our goal is to build a scholarship fund able to award multiple scholarships each academic year. At ACC, a full year of tuition is $2,500, which is about a fourth of what it is at every other university and college in the area. This coming year, our scholarship will be $2,500, a full year of tuition. As of June 30th this year, our total endowed scholarship contributions are $113,630.50, all given by residents, whether it's directly or through the fundraising and hidden treasures and whatnot, but all given by the residents. I think that's marvelous. I really do. I'd be glad to answer any questions afterwards. I do have contribution packets if any of you are interested, especially before the end of the year, if you have RMDs coming up and wonder what you might do with those. I do want to offer one other clarification. There's some confusion among residents. This is scholarship for students at ACC. Chuck has a fund for reimbursement for Westminster associates and employees. So if they go and take a course and successfully complete it, he reimburses them. He has a chunk of money in that too. But they're two separate issues completely, so I wanted everybody to be sure and understand that. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Cynthia. Okay, I don't think we have any other new business, so for right now, I'm gonna talk about a little bit about what's been going on with the WRA and a few things I thought maybe you would like to know. One, we now have, I know some of you will go, really, I don't want that. Google Workspace is available for all of you on the committees. Mr. Feinbach has made sure that we got it for free. He applied as a nonprofit, they granted us eligible, and so even though it wasn't overly expensive, money is money. So we are saving that monthly fee that we were paying for Google and for Google Workspace. You will have to get consultation from him on how to use it. But if you'd like to have that for your committee to better communicate and to share ideas, he will help you set that up, or another member of the IT committee. We've got quite a few of them here. Raise your hand if you're on the IT committee. Yeah, so Wednesdays, 10 a.m., correct, in the, which is right now a game room off of the bistro. They are there to help you, so thank you for that. Next, we agreed this past meeting to partner with the Veterans Group, which is not per se part of the WRA, but it's part of Westminster. And we're going to help them put on a fundraiser to go to the Veterans Group of their choice. So this will be a little different. but we're gonna help them put that on. So you will see news about that, probably not till November. Speaking of fundraisers, we did mention the Style Show, which has become very popular because there's shopping involved. And that is going to be December 1st. It usually has been the last 2 years the week before Thanksgiving, but this is on a Thursday the week after Thanksgiving. And we're calling it Stepping into the Diamond Anniversary. So you'll be able to get some really neat stuff to wear to some of the events in 2027. So come on, get ready to go and get it on your calendar. Another thing we recently, oh, I'm sorry, it's a Tuesday. Well, I don't even know what month it is, so. You expect me to know what day December 1st is, that's bad.
I know the feeling.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I'll just go straight from here to the next level. All right. Instead, I'm going to take you to the residence garden, and we had some really good things for Mr. Feinbach to say. Did you bring some comments you were going to? I just wanted to see your face. No, I told him I would say it. He's been doing a lot of work. He's going to do some things with the irrigation. If you don't know, because you're new, the residence garden is in the Windsor courtyard. It's those high-level boxes and a little bit around that. And residents can plant something that they like and they want to come water it, talk to it, whatever. But there still needs to be someone in charge of that, and Jim Woodrick, who's here, was very good about doing that for many years. And now, yes, let's. When you see him at 5:30 in the morning watering, you'll understand. And now Leon has taken on that task. So the WRA Executive Committee voted to provide $800 to get mulch and some irrigation equipment and things like that. So I think we are trying to do things that you care about, and so that's one that just happened. Let's see, next, alarms. We had quite a few in the last month. In fact, we had 5, I think, in 10 days. Here's the thing. Alarms cannot be turned off. It's not Chuck's decision not to turn it off or to turn it off. It has, the source of whatever's causing it to go off has to be found. And one of them took a really long time. That was in the Windsor a couple weeks ago. But finally it was found. It was some work that was being done in the rafters or whatever. And it just was a spark. No fire, but there was smoke. So we do have on a couple of levels, at least 4 and 5, some of the some air purifiers, but they're like as big as this stage, so they're huge. So if you see those big red things, don't be alarmed. They're just clearing the air until they're finished with their work. They're going to leave them up there just to make sure we're not breathing in something. Another thing that's hard to remember, especially if you've been here a year or 2, and all of a sudden that alarm goes off in your building, and your immediate thought is, I better get out of here. Please don't. Shelter in place if there's a need to evacuate, because these walls are really thick and built to protect us, and the doors will automatically close, as you've seen. Someone from staff will tell you if you need to evacuate. So just remember, stay in place. Don't go running down to the lobby in your PJs. Well, that's not in the dress code anyway. And then also, Hidden Treasures, Gail Ross and Nancy Ditmar have put up some new signs that tell you what they can accept and what they can't accept. And as you can tell from Ron's report, they've done really well raising money, thanks to all of you and to all of our associates who enjoy it as well. There is a pop-up sale Tuesday, the 21st, in the afternoon, so the associates who can't make the morning function that we do every month can try it out too. So that is all I have, so I'll accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right, so,
Second.
okay. We have a first and a second. I can't see your name. I know Marcia.
Anita.
Anita, okay. We'll get that straight for Laura. All in favor of adjournment? Aye. But don't leave. There's prizes. Okay.
Thank you, Julie.
Okay, we're gonna do some trivia to see if you listened at the last quarterly meeting to Chuck's history. Just FYI, I know for new residents, you just got this. Westminster at 55. Well, it's been almost 5 years and now we're gonna be 60. But this really, you can read it all in an hour. It has a lot of pictures, but it tells a lot of these things too that Chuck talked about at the last meeting. Okay, first question. What year did Westminster open for business?
67.
67. She is right. Right there. New resident.
Wow.
She read
Good
it.
job. And
Or
she's paying
listened
attention.
carefully, either one. Who was chairman of the board?
Harrisville.
Yes. Who said, oh, Mary. You're in Harrisville Hall, and his picture I can see sort of fuzzily there in the back.
Nice smile in the back.
Yeah. What church started Westminster? Well, okay, that was too easy. Yes, it was First Presbyterian. I can't name one winner. We'll just get, oh wait. Fred. They're all pointing to Fred.
Fred was first.
Fred Morgan. Wonder how he knew that. Yeah, raise your hand so I can see the paper, but I can't see it. Okay, what year did the president of the Residents Association become a voting board member? It's in the book. Oh, come on, take a guess.
2001.
I
No,
wasn't here.
76.
no, not 76, not 2001. Somewhere in between. What?
85.
No, it's close, but no cigar yet.
89.
What? Ooh, Bobby's getting closer.
89.
You're really close.
87.
Back up. Who said 90? Okay, Chuck. There you go. 1990. And that's very unique. That is not anywhere at any senior living facility. Most of them don't even have a residents association. Well, it's good you kept it then. Now, how long has Chuck Borst been at Westminster? No, some.
18 years. 18 years.
Yeah, so it's really, oh well. We'll give one to Leon, we'll give one to,
It's 18.
okay, now, the bonus, here, we'll give Pat one too.
Oh, Miss Gurley.
Okay, now this is a bonus question, and then that will be the end, but don't leave because we have one more thing. All right, we know Chuck Borst has been here 18 years. When did he become, what year did he become the executive director? No, he didn't come here as the executive director.
2005.
Well, he wasn't even here then.
I thought about you, no, I didn't.
That's, no. Let me think, what else happened in that year? What'd you say?
2010.
Close. Cynthia's the closest, so we're gonna give this to Cynthia. But it's 2014. That's,
No, she's right, 2013.
oh, okay, well, it's wrong in the book then, 'cause I took it right out of the history. Oh, well. Okey doke. Well, they said you
It
were,
was, to be the devil's advocate, it was December of 2013. Kind of still.
okay, now, as you heard from Chuck, we have a lot of Alzheimer's things going on, fundraisers, not things. One that he forgot to mention, which a lot of residents enjoy, is karaoke. And there's one coming up this Friday in the Rowan. So, we had a request from another resident who I will not name in case you all don't like this, but not the people participating. We have a demo of a group that performed at the last karaoke, and they're gonna do something for you, so come on up. And then you may go and get refreshments. I see everybody waiting.
So just a couple words about this song. I've listened to the lyrics and studied the lyrics of this song quite a bit in the past couple weeks. And to me, it's about true romance. It's about unrequited love. And it's also about a little bit of humor. If you call it humor. So we're about to don our costume. Please excuse it. By the way, this is a song by Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs. How's that?
It's not good.
Oh!
Oh! He's the alpha wolf.
Ooh!
Who's that I see
Walking in these
woods?
Why, it's Little Red Riding Hood. Hey there, Little Red Riding Hood. You sure are looking good. You're everything a big bad wolf could want. Listen to me. Listen to me. I am Little Riding Hood. I don't think little big girls should go walking in these spooky old woods alone. Oh! What big eyes you have, the kind of eyes that drive wolves mad. So just to see that you don't get chased, I think I ought to walk with you for a ways. What filled lips you have, they're sure someone bad. So until you get to Grandma's place, I think you ought to walk with me and be safe. I'm gonna keep my sheep suit on until I'm sure that you've been shown that I can be trusted walking with you alone. Oh! Little Red Riding Hood, I'd like to hold you if I could, But you might think I'm a big bad wolf, so I won't. Oh, what a big heart I have, the better to love you with. Little Red Riding Hood, even bad wolves can be good. I'll try to be satisfied, just to walk close by your side. Maybe you'll see things my way before we get to Grandma's place. Little Red Riding Hood, you sure are looking good. You're everything that a big bad wolf could want. Oh, I mean bad, bad, bad.
Karaoke.com. I want to take a minute to introduce the Jam and Jelly Girls. I don't want to take offense at that term, but it goes back to our 3-year-old daughter when she was in Montessori school with a bunch of buddies. And they got together after school and called themselves the Jam and Jelly Girls. So now I want to introduce them by their known names. First we have Orange Marmalade. Next we have Strawberry Preserves. After that is Grape Jelly. Sorry, Julie. And finally we have Blueberry Jam. Now they're all so sweet. Marmalade sometimes can be a little tart. I'm not saying they're tarts. I'm just saying they can be a little tart in the taste.
But they're as sweet as can be.
So sweet.
So sweet.
Thank you all.
July 17th, next Friday, okay?